know you? No.
Oh, hey, we don't have an episode on Independence Day. I guess we gotta celebrate it on this one. I don't have any American things. I got these American mixed Skittles. Red, white, and blue. Including Yumberry. The Mario Wars doesn't really have any American figures that I know of. Well, actually, closest I could think of, well, is the Rook mold. Although he looks like a Russian, there's reasons. Because he was remolded into two Jeeps, Swindle, and Hound. So, let's get to the review on those figures.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
And here we have Rook, Swindle, and Hound. We're going to tackle this guy first, then this guy, and then this guy, because that's how they got released. This time, however, even though they are of different molds technically, I'm only going to show you how to transform Rook into a limb, because even though, yeah, like I said, they look different, you basically do the exact same transformation for all of them to get them in limbs. So, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns, or the Khans. I just ruined the different Disney reference. Damn it. And here is Rook. This was supposed to be Gru's replacement. I don't think it worked. Don't get me wrong, I think it's actually really great. In fact, I think it was an awesome replacement until we actually got Groove. And then when we got Groove, I kind of wanted to replace someone else to get this guy on him, because he still fit perfectly well with the Protectobots. He looked nice, he felt nice, he was just all over around nice. There's a peg up here where you can put the hand-foot gun. I like that. Or you could just tab it in there, or there, here if you want. You could. Theoretically. Yeah, see? Look, you could do that. You could totally do that. And then you do that. And then he comes with a taser, and I really like this taser. You can plug it up there like I do, usually. Oops. There we go. Plug it here. You can plug it here. You can do really whatever you want with a gosh dang Rook. I mean, he looks like, well, then again, just remember, take him out to dinner first. He's a respectful man. I don't know. He could withstand with that in real life. And there is Swindle in vehicle mode, and he's a Jeep. And I like this Jeep. He's really nice and cool. You can tell where there's some remolding from Rook, and you could tell where there's not. And I really like it. It's very cool, really nice. I really like this Jeep. You can, of course, take this off. In fact, I prefer it this way, honestly, because that makes that just looks nice. This, I like this. He's very nice. He's probably one of the best of the Combaticon, Combiner War Combaticon molds. Why? You'll find out later. But anyway, I do really, really like Swindle in this mode. This makes no sense, but you kind of had to do something with the whole... Honestly, no, you could have actually taken this away from Rook, and it would have been, well... Maybe I'm bluffing. Maybe if you filled those in... Then again, okay, yeah, I'm just being an asshole. You kind of do need these. But overall, it doesn't really detract from the whole Jeep. I really, really enjoy this, and it's really, really nice. And here is Hound. It looks nice. It's a Hound. That's all I got after 3 figures, you know. Once again, you can do whatever you want with Hound. You could put this there. I might sound bored. It's just because I don't know really what else to say. I mean, it's a Swindle repaint. So, not a lot to say about it. Is it a smart move? Yeah, it depends. Is it okay if you don't have a classic Hound? Yeah, I guess. If you have a classic Hound, is it necessary? Yeah, no. I prefer the classic Hound, even if I don't have it. But, you know, this is a nice replacement until one day I finally get the thing. But overall, I really, really enjoy this thing. Very nice, very, very cool. I do enjoy this. It does remind me of my friend's Jeep. He's a dork. Alright, here we go. So, first off, to make him a leg, you flip this part up. Oh, wait, first you gotta move his head a bit. Then you can flip it up. Then you can put that back down just a bit. There's this, and then you pull that down, and there is Rook in foot mode. It looks a bit weird, and yeah, I kind of wish that was a bit more filled out. Though I will say this, and why not? How about this? I will say this in the Swindle, or the Swindle mold. It's just better if you just flip that up. You don't have to flip this all the way back. It looks nice this way. You can still do it like this. But I like this better. It does feel a little bit more normal. Unlike this where it's very thin and then there's a real bunch of bulk right there. But I did like Rook as a leg. Now, for his arm mode, you pull out his arm, we'll pull out his legs. Well, will be his legs. You pull them down, and you tab them. You do this, you do that, and honestly, you don't have to do anything up here. On the Swindle mold, you do need to pull it up at that point. You do need to pull it up like I have been doing with this Rook mold, if you get what I mean. And there he is as an arm. I really like this as an arm better because there's so much bulk on the shoulder. It's wide enough. I really like this better as an arm out of all of them. He's really nice. I really do. I really do like him. Now for robot mode. You swindle this. You put that there. You take this apart. You unhook this. You unhook this around. And put this back up. And bada bing, bada boop, there's Rook in robot mode. And there's Rook in robot mode, and he's really cool. He's a big guy, and I really like that. He's very bulky. He has a, looks like he's part of the Russians. I mean, I'm not going to comment on that, but he looks like a Russian. Ain't bad. Nothing's wrong with that. He also looks like he's part of the football team. Go his team. Well, he has a ball joint, a very wobbly one, and I like that. Wobbly there, there's that, there's this, there's... It's literally the same, but there's a tilt. By Jesus Christ! You may have noticed, he doesn't have a hand. He can't hold anything. So what does he do? You plug his weapons in here. And this is really cool, and I like this kind of thing. It's different, and I really like the idea. And it's cool, and it's different, and it's cool, and it's different. But the fun thing about this mold, with this, how it works, whoops, you can plug in his arms right here. You can plug in Combiner War hands. And you could give him Hulk hands. And it's cool. And it's destruction. And it's death upon all his enemies. He's wobbly there. He also has a peg up here. And that's nice, I guess. And there's Swindle in its robot mode. And by George, he does look like Swindle. There's a lot you can see that's different. You know what? I was going to save this for the size comparison, but here's the differences. It's basically just this. There's nothing here that's the same. There's the combiner port thing, and maybe his legs. Everything else is remolded. And I really like that. It's the same mold, essentially. But I like the differences of the mold. It's just different. He actually has hands that you can put things in. I still prefer the cool little guy, the stuff Rook has. But I really like this. And it works for Swindle. Once again, Swindle has exactly the same articulation. There's nothing different. No different hand. Anything. So, yeah, sorry to tell you about that. Now, of course, he can hold his gun. But everyone knows what they're going to do with their Swindle, even if that's just as small as shit. G1 accuracy, everybody. D1 accuracy. And here's Hound. Like I said, if you have the Classics Hound, you don't have to get this. It's not necessary to get it. Unless you really like these Combiner Wars figures, which I do. I don't have the Classics Hound, so close enough. There's a cop passing by. Oh, it was an ambulance. Never mind. Anyway, it's Hound. He looks nice. I really like him. He's different. He has the same articulation. He just has a different head than Swindle. You just really can't tell any details. It's just solid green, gray, a bit of yellow, and some silver. And that's about it for Hound. And that's really bland for him. Once again, you could just put the gun there, or you could do what like Swindle and just plug it in there. But you know how Hound always had that rocket thing on his shoulder? Well, there's some slots back here. So, ta-da! Is it accurate? Nah. Is it close enough? Sure. Do I like it? Yes. And here's Rook, Swindle, and Hound in size comparison with Invasion Mode Optimus Prime and Classic Starscream. And of course, he's once again taller by the head. I think this is just a bit taller. But oh well, I really like these guys. I like the mold, and I like the colors, and I like the characters. Hound is probably my least favorite, but that's just a different opinion anyway. I mean, I still love it, so there's that. So let's go on over to the overall reviews on these guys.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
So overall, would I highly recommend Rook? Yeah, I like him. If you can't get Groove, Deluxe Groove, I think he's a nice addition. I really think he would be a perfect replacement for Groove. Too bad they already sold Groove. Anyway, that's what I think about Rook. I think he's really nice, very bulky, and just a nice mold altogether. So would I highly recommend Swindle? Yeah, as a Bruticus guy, I think he's one of the best of the Bruticus mold as well. Really nice, really lovely. Love it. And do I highly recommend, Combiner Wars Hound? Well, unless you really want him. I don't think he's a perfect replacement for the Classics Hound. But alas, he's nice. I really like him. He's kind of cool. Like I said, don't think he's better than Classics Hound. In fact, I don't have it, so I can't say if it's better. But it is really nice. I think it's pretty good. So, I'm the Merican Reviewer, and happy Independence Day. Go watch that movie with Jeff Goldblum. I hear it's a riot.